Enlightened Mystic Essentials, and today we are going to face your fears. We're going to start out with the Dark Mirror Oracle, followed by the darkness that surrounds these fears, blocks, holes, and regrets with main energies. And then we're going to go doorway, gateway to spirit to see what your spiritual messages are. Anything that needs to be broken down, we will. And anything that needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted, we will. So for Gemini spirit, what are the fear, block, holes, or regrets that they will face for the month of May? Gemini, is this me? Confusion. Is this me? Is it? Is it you, Gemini? Another fear, block, or hold, or regret for Geminis for the month of May. Thank you. Revenge. Oh boy. Revenge is here. Whew. And one more for Gemini. Fear, block, hold, or regret that they will face in the month of May. Spirit. Ooh. No. It is. Alone in the world. Alone in the world. You feel alone in the world. What is the darkness spirit that surrounds? Is this me for Gemini? It came out quick. Fragment. Not feeling whole. Not feeling like you're yourself. What is falling apart? Something is being dispersed. For revenge, what is the darkness surrounding revenge? You have three cards for revenge. And all of them fell out face down. So this is what you don't see, you don't know. Fulfillment. Wow. Some of you feel like you're going to get satisfaction out of revenge. Some of you need to relax. You have the grove and figure a way out. Some of you need to meditate. Build up, protect up. Meditation. Wow. And for alone in the world, spirit, what is the confusion or the darkness around alone in the world? You have a message. A message is coming in. Spirit, clarify message for Gemini and alone in the world. What is the message? Choices. You have options, choices. Gemini, choices. Wow. What is the energy of this? Is this me for Gemini, spirit? Is this me for Gemini? What's the energy? Directly on top, Healer of Ages. Time of balance, baby. Healer of Ages. For revenge, spirit with fulfillment, growth, dang. And meditation, patience. Slow down, Gemini. Patience, revenge is on the mind. And for alone in the world, about these options. The sun is here over your choices. The sun is illuminating your options, choice. Sun is here. Yes, you need it. What is the spiritual message that cannot be seen in the physical but is there in the spiritual for? Is this me for Geminis? Is this me directly out on Hill of Ages, the Hawk Prince? Spirit communication and paying attention. Watching for the signs and the symbols and the messages. And for revenge, spirit, what is the spiritual message? Ooh, Gemini. You have the Queen of Light in reverse, honey. What? So you just gonna go get revenge regardless of the fact, huh? And for alone in the world, we don't have to talk about that. Alone in the world, the word Lord. Communication, praise, and dishonesty. But communication and praise is here with the message and the choices. Whew, Gemini. I said, Spirit, who we doing next? Gemini. I said, Gemini? But we just did Libra. Doing Gemini. Now I see why we doing Gemini over here with these swords. All in your mental. So first focal point or message is this me? And this, it talks about being in a state of confusion. So this is a card of 4. What are the 4s? The 4s talk about what is in the root, what is in the foundation, what surrounds a situation, right? What is in the structure. It also talks about what needs to be brought down, settled down. It also talks about grounding, what needs to be grounded. But it also talks about what is restricted or what needs to be buried or end, what needs to end. And here, what needs to end is you in this indecision or this indecisiveness, because you're asking me, is this you? If this is you, you are either coming out of a hard time or you're getting ready to go into the battle. But it's something going on here within your logic. Look at that sword. Prepared for battle or suited up coming out of battle. What is going on? What is going on with you? Spirit, what needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted about? Is this me for Gemini? Dang, that came out so fast. Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Visions or mind haze, mind fog. It says take a relaxing break and spend some time in nature. It talks about you grounding yourself, the need to be grounded. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. Time to go and become whole. Time to center your mind. Confusion. Surrender. Let's go, Gemini. And you need to be grounded, or you need to ground your mind, because here, what needs to be brought to balance, because fragment is a number or a card of 6. Fragment. Fragment. Let me see if I can get it where y'all can see it better. A little blurry to me. Fragment. Scattered. Being scattered. Whether it's physically, no sense of direction, mentally, mind confusion, or emotionally, don't know where your emotions lie. I'm just scattered, Leah. I'm just scattered, fragment. And when you talk about being scattered, that is part of being confused. And this is talking about you, because these two cards together make the one. What is the one? The one you, the one thought, the one journey. Right? This is the darkness. Why are you asking, is this me? Right? See? Because your mind is scattered. It's a lot going on. It's a lot on your plate. I don't know, Leah. I got to find direction, right? Time to ground yourself. And as you ground yourself, the healer of the ages come in here and bring forth that balance. 6 is a card of 6. 6 talks about balance. Healer of ages, whether it's the healing a situation from the past, a situation in the present, right? The healer of ages is in here to bring forth this balance. But what you must do is pay attention to receive spirit communication. The Hawk Prince. It is a card of 2, master number 11. What are the 2s? Pairs, doorway, gateways, right? Thresholds, missed opportunities, decisions, choices. The bond factors, the connecting factors, conversating and debating. The conversating is the talking and the compromising. The debating is the negotiating, the yelling, the fighting, or law enforcement being called out. So what must you do? To create balance, you must pay attention to spirit communication. Open your eyes and listen, or clear out the blockages to allow spirit in, right? To bring forth a balance, because these two cards together represent the 8. What is the 8? Calling for a spirit in a situation, which you need it, because they're telling us you're confused and everything is scattered. Everything is a blur. You don't know what's going on. 8 also talks about spiritual rebirths and rejuvenations, also known as transformations. Gemini. Whew. So let's break down this communication, spirit communication, and paying attention. What do you need to see? What do you need to be tuned into, or what do you need to look for? For one, they're telling us that you need to be grounded, and you do. Because how can you go to the next person and ask them, is this me? Is that really me? Did I really do that? This could be when someone gets drunk, and you know how if somebody gets drunk and then the next day or the next 2 days or whenever the situation happens, your friends coming through and they say, "Oh my God, do you know what you did Saturday night at the pub, at the bar?" "No, what did I do?" "You was dancing all on the table, you pulled your pants down, you took..." "I don't remember none of that." "Yeah, because you was drunk." So pay attention, man. Pay attention. Ground yourself. Gain your balance. Recalibrate your scales, Gemini. Spirit for the Hawk Prince. What is the message here? What is the spirit communication that Gemini needs to be paying attention to? Over fragmentation. Here you have a Queen of Staff. Who is this Queen of Staff? Gemini. A woman of action. A feminine energy that puts forth action. What's under the bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups could talk about reconciliations or third parties, right? Third parties. Queen of Staff, third party, or the Queen of Staff, reconciliation, right? Three of Cups, Queen of Staff. Making an offer to collaborate with strength towards the King of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Four of Wands. That's the story. So let's go. Making an offer to work it out or collaboration, right? Making an offer, emotional offer, that's the Page of Cups. With the Three of Coins, the creation within the creation that makes the balance. See, look, 3 coins and 3 people. 3 within the 3 talks about the balance. So making an offer to balance. Strength. Strength. To build up, that's the strength, right? A couple. A man or a masculine of logic, and a Queen of Cup, or a woman of love, or a feminine of love. This is a couple. Something needs to be put forth action towards. And the Queen of Cups is getting ready to receive a message as soon as the King of the mental gets out of their head. Right? So having the strength to overcome the mental. So a message could be given. And this message is a calm, relaxed, peaceful, joyful message, because that bird is blue. Birds talk about communication. The same thing. And it's being received by a person of love, or a person who embodies love. And it's about stability, or it's about relationships, because it's 2 people here or a structure. So a relationship, friendship, partnership, and a foundation or a structure. The 4 of staff, right? So this talks about making moves or moving forward to bring together a reconciliation. See, this is the message that you need to be paying attention to. And it's healing. Healing is here. Healing is here, right? Maybe these 2 people either were blocked, or they broke up, or the marriage, divorce, something fell apart, because they're telling us that you need to have strength to make an offer, to make it all work out, or to collaborate it all together. See? And it's about stability, or it's about partnership or relationship. The 2 people and the 4 wands. Someone needs to take action to bring it all together. And because the fact that they are not together, or maybe they have broken up, someone is asking themselves, who am I really? Or maybe this breakup or situationship has caused someone to be like scattered, mind being scattered. And that's why they tell you you need to ground and heal a situation. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. So they're telling us that some type of separation occurred, right? So let's see. Spirit, clarify the Queen of Staff with the 3 of Cups. So someone is lost without the other. What is the Queen of Staff with the 3 of Cups? That came out so quick. The Knight of Coins coming in here making a solid offer, making it official. Now let me talk about this Knight of Coins. This offer that is coming through is being divinely guided and divinely protected, in a spiritual sense because you have the beetle on the sword, right? And considering the fact that this night has already crossed over the stream of water, this offer is purified, it's solid, it's cleansed. That's why the night steps on a snake that is low energy, low vibration. Any type of blocks, hold, fears, or regrets has not stopped this night, or is no longer stopping this night for breaking forth this offer to come together. This night wears white, red, and gold. The illumination of, see, the mind being clear and the way being clear or spiritual or purified, because that's the white, as they wear red, which is love, and it's not defeat, because water talks about the purification of cleansing. So when you step over the stream of water, it's like everything this person has and everything that they're offering has literally been baptized. So someone is coming in here to bring forth an offer. Gemini. And look, and when we say divinely guided, that's that shield with that beetle. What's up under the bottom of the deck is temperance. Look, divine guidance, divine healing, opposites attract, right? Towards justice being served. The scales are being balanced, honey. Towards someone walking away. Look. 5 of Swords to end the cycle, right? To end the cycle, 10 of Swords. Of what? The indecision. Look at all these swords. 2 of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Look. More swords. Resisting to make an offer. Yeah? Look at here. Page of Cups. Towards a recovery. Of a conflict of action. Look. 5 of Staff. Of the Empress. Look. Talking about maybe leaving one situation and going into another. Okay. So let me back up. So let me explain. This is what some fears that are some of these Geminis are facing. So you got the night being divinely guided. They're telling us again. But what does this night and this offer have to do with the divines? The temperance is here. Temperance is guiding this night towards bringing a balance. Bringing a balance or settling down confusion or scattered energy. You see that? Grounding it. That's this. Grounding it, right? Walking away. Someone is walking away with their heartbreak in their arms. That's the 3 of Swords. Leaving the indecision behind. No longer being indecisive. And this person is going forward and moving because the same person who's in this 5 of Swords is going to turn into this knight because they walk away with their heartbreak. So then they have to go and build up and, reform, and then they become in as this knight, right? So they're telling us in the beginning what's happening. They're walking away, and the way is being cleared because they wear orange. Orange talks about open road and obstacles being removed. That's why the knight coming up here protect it up. Okay, stay with it. Towards ending a cycle of indecision. They already told you they was leaving the indecision behind when they decided to walk away. So when you walk away, don't you end the cycle? And that indecision, them 2 swords that's down there on the ground is the same 2 swords that was up at one point in time. No longer in the indecisive, not being indecisive. I can't do it anymore. Out of their head. And they are no longer fighting to offer or to give this offer. Same thing. Because they are grounded. And when they stop or end the cycle of resisting the offer, what happens? The recovery. Hanging up that heartbreak. See that three of Swords? That's the same 3 of Swords that they were carrying over here. Yes. Because they finally decide to face truth. Because see, truth is built up. The creation of purification of truth. Facing truth. Those 3 little blocks. 1, 2, 3. That's 3. 3 talks about the creation. And it's white. All that is white. The purification and clarity of the Ace of Swords. Divine truth. Someone is facing truth. Purification of the mind out of the darkness into the light. Right? Hanging up their heartbreak. And when they decide to hang up their heartbreak, they are no longer staying in conflict and they're leaving the Empress. Now, let me tell you about this Empress. This Empress could be a girlfriend, boyfriend, a wife, a old relationship. Someone who was offering low vibration. You see how the Empress is offering that snake? And then they turn around over here in the night and step on that snake. So when you look at this communication, taking action to bring something together, to bring forth happiness, to bring forth reconciliation, to take action, because this is what's clarifying this card. Now we just got the information on how all of this came about. When it talks about spirit communication, who is the spirit communicator? The knight. Why you think the knight got that shield? Why you think the knight is stepping on a snake? Why you think the knight stepped over the water? What are you paying attention to? What do I see? I see all these swords. I see all these swords, but understand the fact that it's a balance here, because on one side of justice, all you have is temperance. Yeah. And on the other side of this scale of justice, look at all these sword cards you have. Someone needed time to get out of their mental. Look at all these sword cards. I don't even know if I can even hold them all up. On the other side, look at all these swords. Let's go over them. The Knight of Swords. That's that fight. That's that warring, fighting back, resisting, defense. The recovery of the mental, facing truth, the indecision of confusion of the mind. Someone finally recognizes that purple that they have on is their power, while the enemy or a friend is watching them. And 9 times out of 10, that dog that represents enemy or friend is these Empress, who they're leaving. The person who they told us was a conflict of action, who offers low vibration. You see? You have the 5 of Swords, leaving it all behind and ending it all. See? Ending one cycle to move forward. That's what you got going. So what's wrong? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, Leah. I love them or whatever. I'm not sure that they're coming. Get out of your head, because you causing your own self confusion. And you will not confuse me, because I know what I'm talking about. And ground yourself, right? So you can heal. See? Pay attention. And receive the communication or the signs or the symbols. And for some of you, I am the message. I am here to tell you this is what's going on. So be prepared. And I'm going to tell you something. You want to be with somebody and maybe you left or you separated, but it wasn't just for their good. It was for yours as well. You can't go and get into a relationship and you not be settled or grounded within yourself, because you know what you're going to do? You're going to turn into that same Empress energy and offer all that negative low vibration, and that person is going to be gone. Be prepared. They telling you to ground yourself. How much grounding? Ground and heal. Ground and heal. You know why you have 2 cards here? Because you have 2 cards of confusion, frustration, nervousness here. See how that go? Ground yourself so you can see the message and receive the message. Please, that's this. You have a choice to receive it or not. You have a choice to see it or not, Gemini. And one thing about it, y'all already know, if you've been journeying with me for a while, I'm not finna beat around the bush, because this could literally be a partnership or a situationship of a lifetime. This could be the love of your life. So there's no room for errors when it talks about the 4 of staff, about commitment and the bonding of 2. What needs to be grounded or what can be restricted. That is the 4 of staff. So let's move on to the next, Gemini. Revenge. Whew. I'm hot again. I got hot with Libras. I'm hot with you all. Something is stirring up your emotions, or you being heated. What needs to change? Revenge. And another thing, air sign, get out of your head. That's why all these swords are showing up, and here's a dagger and a sword. What needs to change? Because Gemini has been put in a situation, or is within a situation, that they feel like they need to have revenge. And then they're around here telling us if you take revenge, you're gonna be fulfilled and you just gonna be comfortable in that. That is the fulfillment and the growth. See, some of you, they telling you need to calm down and rethink this revenge factor. That is the meditation in the grove. Some of you feel like revenge is the only option and it's going to be so fulfilling. But you see, this pomegranate is the red fruit that I have been telling people to eat. Any type of red fruit, red berries. Let me tell you something. You better be careful because this fulfillment card is the card of 2. And what are the 2s? Doorway, gateway, opportunities, thresholds, but also known as missed opportunities, and the law enforcement being called upon you. So you better be careful. And then together, these 2 side by side make 7. What is 7? 7 is a number of self-reflection. So play with it and see what happens. Spirit, what needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted about revenge for Gemini? And I see 7s everywhere. Don't get in trouble. I see change as well. Look, okay. Woo! It came out over patience. Surrender, resentment. Also, red card. What is the red? Red represents blood, love, or defeat. It says holding on to resentment only poisons you. Oh, like this? Like that same poison? Or is that blood in that glass? Try to forgive others for their shortcomings. That's this revenge factor. And keep moving forward. That's this. Towards positive, moving forward towards positive situations in your life. And see, the thing is, when we starting to get into dangerous territory, Gemini, because they telling us that you're not going to get it. You don't see it. You're not going to get it because the lady of the light or the queen of the light is in reverse. No balance. She is a card of 6 and it is in reverse. No illumination, no enlightenment, no celebration. This could talk about someone going to jail. You're going to prison. You better be careful. And y'all already know I'm not finna beat around the bush and they keep trying to stop you. They keep trying to warn you. Have patience. Sit back and relax and think about what are you going to do and the moves you're going to make. See? Here's the cards of change. Fulfillment and growth make 2. They both make a 5. Fulfillment and growth. Sitting back and relaxing after you committed your revenge. Look at this. Some of you are on this. Like for real. Self-reflection. Hold on. Stop. Think about it. 7. 7 is a number of self-reflection. And patience is a number of self-reflection. 7. Y'all better think about this thing. One you, one thought, one journey. This is the cards that make 1. Warning after warning. Warning after warning. Resentment. They telling you to let it go. So some Geminis have revenge on the mind. And it is of your mind. Because you walk around here with a dagger that represents logic and a sword that represents logic. Something has happened to you or something has occurred within your mental to make it seem so bad. I hear not as bad as you think. And you have now lost your wings. Look at those wings. They ain't nothing else but like bones. You can't even fly. So wherever the revenge is, you're literally going to walk there. No one is going to stop me. Listen, they done told you. No balance. What is the white and the blue? The purification or the cleansing of the blue. Being calm, being relaxed, being in chill mode. You don't have time for that. I'm not going to relax. I'm not going to calm down because that's exactly what it says. No balance. So for some of you Geminis who have, I'm literally hot. So hot like upset, mad, angry, rage. Some of you are going to recognize that this is not the best option for you. Even though you may think and think again that is the best way to handle a situation, fulfillment will become resentment. I'm telling you. Too much red, too much black. The black talks about the darkness, the negative things, any type of sadness, depression, right? And then this fulfillment has red and green. The love of abundance, or the love of wealth, or the love of new growth, or the love of success, or it could represent the defeat of love, the defeat of success, the defeat of wealth, see, the defeat of growth, the defeat of new growth. Stop block. So when you look at it as being an action that you need to take that's going to be fulfilling, what is really being offered in that cup, in that glass? Do you think it's pomegranate juice? Because everything that glitters isn't gold. How many times have they told you that? So you think because a pomegranate is laid, bust out, that's pomegranate juice inside that glass? It may be resentment being offered and it's being masked. Gemini, you better pay attention. And for some of you that are going to get it, and some of you that are going to relax, the creation of the grove is here. The creation of the grove, taking time for yourself to think about a situation, is going to cause a transformation for those who are going to be in the grove. Because these two cards call for 8. What is the 8? Calling for a spirit in a situation, spiritual rebirths and rejuvenations, also known as transformations. Now, let me tell you something. When you go to this grove, or you go to this spot, or you go to an area where you want to be by yourself, make sure you are by yourself, because there's a cat there. Cats and dogs represent friend or enemy. And you don't want your friend or your so-called friend to get in your ear and give you the wrong message. Because let me tell you something. On this bench is great. What is the great? Confusion. And that cat is sitting up there on that bench, but all around you is brown and green. What is the brown? The calming down, the stabilization, the grounding. Or brown could also represent the restriction or the burying of a situation. And considering the fact, wrong card, that the green is here. What is the green? The growth, the success, the wealth, the new growth, the growth, the movement forward, the green light. So in a state of confusion with your friend, don't allow someone in your head or in your ear to ground or bury your abundance or your green light. Don't allow them in your head to confuse you. You go alone, okay? And calm down that situation, okay? Spiritual rebirths and rejuvenations is here for the grove. Even though you may be in still of a state of confusion. Full bloom moon is coming. The middle of May. All is going to be well. And then here we have the creation of meditation out of revenge, because these two cards make a 3. What are the 3s? The creation. Meditating. Calming down the situation. And you can do it because meditation is the number 7. It's all about you doing what you need to do. Knowing that revenge is not the correct way to handle a situation, because that revenge will turn into resentment. And you don't have time for the resentment, do you? So you do what's best for you. And a lot of you're going to meditate. And you're going to get into a place where you understand, you know what? Leo was right. Spirit was right. I'm glad I seen his message. Because some of you, this revenge ain't nothing to play with, babe. I'm telling you. If I can't get you short and wide, I get you long and deep. Got 2 weapons, 2 swords, sword and a dagger. Just remain calm and stay patient to find your answer. Okay? And some of you, you're not going to listen. This is your outcome. Not being calm, not being relaxed. And I don't like it. So let's see what we're going to break down. We're going to break down a couple of things here because there's too much going on. I got too many Geminis in the same situation with different outcomes on their brain. So let's see about this patience. Why you need to be patient. What do you need to see about being patient? Don't turn this revenge into resentment, even though resentment could have been caused by revenge, because it says holding on to resentment only poisons you. And the only thing that I see poisonous out of this resentment right now is revenge. That's poisonous. This fulfillment is poisonous. Literally, if you drink out of that cup. Going somewhere to calm down, relax, and find yourself with a friend or enemy is poisonous. And not being calm about the situation is poisonous. No illumination, no insight, no light, no balance. So let's look. Spirit, for Geminis who are facing revenge for the month of May, clarify patience, please. Why is patience here? Even though patience needs to be here, because y'all got too much going on. Patience. Queen of Swords. A logical person. Or a queen bitch is here. Having patience with someone. Look at what's under the bottom of the deck. Finding strength, baby. Find your strength, Gemini. 2, 8 of coin. Look, I'm gonna break it down. 8 of coin. Towards the tower. 5 of coin. 3 of cups showing up again. And look who showed up to the party. The devil. Listen. Towards what? The Hierophant. Whew. 2 of swords is here. See how here we go with these swords. 7 of swords is here. See? And the ace of staff is here. I just want to see what's under the bottom of the deck. Happiness, laying down burdens, 2 of cups, resistance. Listen, let's go. Let's go. So let's go. So, having the strength, whether you getting it in your logic, I got to spread them out. Okay. Whether you get it in your logic, whether it is for you, strength is pushing you forward to stand strong in your logic, or for you to gain strength to face this person. Because don't forget, we talking about fears here. Right? And we talking about patience. Having the strength. Go close my door, please. To 8 of coins. Build up, solid, grow. Right? So it talks about you having value on your path. Right? Value in your hand and the tool to create a balance. See that wall? That's the build up. That's the balance. Bring forth a balance, right? That is going to cause major changes or sudden changes to what was lost or what you're focused on or what was surrounded in confusion. See, look. When you talk about the 4 of coin, don't forget about those 4s. You either ground, you stabilize, you restrict, or you reject. Okay? What has had your attention? That's the 4 of coins, the holding back or holding your focus. Why divine value is in the confusion or surrounded by confusion. See, 4 of coin, 5 of coin, 5 of coin, right? So it talks about a shakeup coming, and it's going to shake you out of whatever had your attention, because whatever was holding your attention caused creation of confusion around divine. That's the ace of coin. Divine worth, divine value, value itself. What do you consider worthy? See, in your mind, it was something very valuable. But as these other coins held your attention, confusion started to brew and grow around that worth. So now you're getting ready to wake up. That's that tower. Shake it up. Right? Shake you out of a loss. Shake you up and shake you back to reality. Right? About what was lost or what was left out. Here we go with these 3 of cups. Was it reconciliation or a third party? Because see, you're turning your back on the Three of Cups, so it could have been an attachment factor. You were so focused on your attachments that you forgot about your divine value or your divine worth or pushed it in the back, right? You were so focused on being caught up that you turned your back on a celebration. You turned your back on reconciliation. So now something's going to wake you up. And when you wake up, you're going to learn that the devil was in here towards a commitment, or the devil was in here towards a spiritual leader, or the devil was in here towards a spiritual teacher. The devil towards something that should have never been seen, something should have never been heard. See? Devil, no go. No, no. That's what they're saying. No, no. No, no. The tower should have never woke them up so they can see the truth of the value of the Three of Cups. You know what I mean? So it just depends on what the Three of Cups is to you. So when you wake up, right? Or when you're shooken up, when they tell you no towards a commitment or no towards a spiritual teacher or no towards a spiritual leader, right? That basically they don't want you to see a new way, because this is your ace of staff. See, because when you shake it off, or when you wake up, when you wake it up, and when you talk about spiritual leader, spiritual teacher, some of you are coming into your divine purpose. You are seeing your true selves. And you are going to get up off of your knees and being down and crawling on the ground and feeling left out and feeling left behind when you turn around and acknowledge. Something's going to shake you up for you to acknowledge your true worth, your true value. But here you have someone could be working on you. I don't never want them to see the true worth. I don't never want them to see the true value. I don't never want them to be on their true path. And then they're telling us that sneaky actions was taken towards your mind. Look. Because altogether, the Seven of Swords and the Two of Swords make the what? Nine of Swords. Worry, mental depression, mental stress, mentally being down. See? So you must be careful. And once again, here's that dog. Dogs and cats represent friend or enemy, right? Coming into your true power. Where one time you did not see it, now you see it. You know what I mean? So someone's here blocking you. They're blocking you. So I don't know if this person is your devil, or I don't know if this situation was your devil. See, because it can go different ways. Or I don't know if this commitment situation was your devil, because it could be a relationship situationship. But somebody's going to wake up. Gemini, you better get ready to wake up. And see, when I talk about this Nine of Swords together, these two, this is when that revenge could come up in here. When I talk about somebody being waking up and brought back to reality, this is when, see, revenge can come up in here. But somebody wants to take revenge. So it's like, you made me stay mentally lost, or you made me mentally off. I won't be fulfilled until I have my own revenge. You see? But you don't fight back like that. Okay, the attachment was the devil, and you knew it was, but you are my friend, and you steady want to stay in my ear and feed me confusion, because don't forget that cat is there and that bench is gray. So now I have to take my revenge on you. See, it depends how the situation is played. Being shooken up out of a state of being stuck, right? And when I wake up from this devilish commitment and I see there was no value or there was no equality, now I must have revenge upon you, or I must divorce you. See? Revenge. or I must separate from you, or I must break up. It's a lot from you. But they keep telling you a new journey is at hand. A new journey is at hand. You must meditate. See, you must be patient, right? Don't forget to be balanced. But they're telling us you don't want to be balanced because you know why? Hell is here. So you do what you got to do. For you, Gemini. I got one more. So it's a lot going on. Don't take revenge because revenge turns into resentment. Don't allow somebody to dress up blood or defeat and hand it to you and you drink from that cup. You do what you got to do. Okay, Gemini. Moving on to your third message or focal point. So here, your fear, block, or hole, or regret is alone in the world. What needs to be balanced, because this is a card of 6 and it also shows the sign of confusion, mental confusion. Are you alone in this? Are you alone in the world? Or is it about truth being exposed? Because here you're naked. And this is the energy of feminine. Feminine energy is the hold of weaker energy, more negative energy. What needs to be balanced for the fear, block, or hold? And here you have a message coming in. A black bird swoops over a contract. See the black bird swooping over the contract. Birds represent messages. And this could be talking about what is occurring in the darkness, what is going on behind the scenes, anything dark, black, negative, communication factors about a contract. And then this is a card of 9. What is 9? Universe, bringing your attention to a what? Message. And this message is pertaining to Gemini having choices. Look. And here's that black bird. That same black bird that flew over the contract is the same black bird that's flying under the moon in choices. See? And then this is a card of 1. The one you, the one thought, the one journey. It's all about communication. Together they make the one. The one you, the one thought, the one journey. The one you feeling alone in the world or exposed or maybe left out, right? Bringing a balance. The one thought could be about a message or you having a choice. And the one journey you on is the illumination of communication. See it? So waiting on messages, receiving messages, and you having a choice to bring forth a balance, because choice is the one you, the one thought. But look at the angel of choice. White wing, black wing, yin and the yang, baby. To bring forth a balance to yourself, because this is a card of 1, or to your journey, or to your logic, right? So the sun is up in here. 1 again, 1 you, 1 thought, 1 journey, an illumination. It could be the illumination of abundance, because that is the green. It could be telling you that it is now time to cleanse away any type of negative or darkness, depression, sadness, hurt, pain that you have. Communication is here because you have a book and paintbrushes, right? You have the birthing of a new baby or a new idea. Wealth and success and something that is plenty or abundant is here. That's that goldfish. Then here, all the way at that corner, is a bird cage with a bird being trapped. So what is it that needs to be purified or cleansed in order to break free or have a breakthrough? Something may be sweet to someone's ears here. Music. waiting on talent, waiting on communication. The word Lord is a number 7. 7 is a number of self-reflection, communication, praise, or dishonesty. And considering the fact that the word Lord is not in reverse, dishonesty is out of the question. So you have communication and praise. It's a lot of things here talking about communication. Are you waiting on the sign? Because the illumination of it is here. See? Are you waiting for a message about a contract so you can make a choice? You know what I mean? Or do you feel like you in this alone? What is going on? Bringing a balance to alone in the world. You are not alone. So let's see. Spirit, what needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted about alone in the world for Gemini? Alone in the world. Half moon. Surrender to the magic of who you are. That's what it says. Look. It says, we all have magic in us, even if the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you, right? We all have magic in us. So who is the us that they are talking about if you're alone in the world? That's what I'm trying to figure out, right? Aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being. That's this. That's the sun. With you, it says, with a uniqueness and worth. What is the message that is coming in for Gemini that is unique or worth value or worth knowing? Or what is the choice when you get to display your uniqueness or the worth or the value of your choice? What is this communication? Because communication isn't always heard. It's in body language. It's displayed. So if it's not heard, it is displayed. What is it that you're waiting on? A message, a choice to bring forth the sun. And then with this choice in the sun, it makes a 2. Choices, pairs, opportunities, doorway, gateways, thresholds, missed opportunities. The conversating, the debating, the bond factors. 2 becomes 1. So the sun is surrounded by choices and communication. And all together they make a 9. What is the 9? The universe. Choices, the sun, and communication. So what is going on? A decision has to be made. A decision will be made based upon your choices. Your response is coming. You see how this go? And the colors of the word Lord is gold, white, and brown. The white talks about the purification or the clarity of grounding of illumination. That's the gold. Or the purification or clarity of restriction, the brown, of illumination. So someone is waiting on a message. So choices, the sun, alone in the world. And it would be funny how alone in the world and this bird that represents this message is all going the same way. Look, your head is this way, the bird is flying this way, and it all leads to, what is this? Choices. See? Choices. A choice needs to be made. Someone is waiting on a decision or waiting on some type of response. So let's see. Let's look at the sun. What are the signs, symbol? What needs to be seen? What needs to be heard? Spirit for Gemini, clarify the sun. That came out quick. You have the 10 of coin. 5 of cups. Family. Towards feeling of regret or feeling regretful towards the family. Under the bottom of the deck here is this Queen of Swords. Sneaky actions. See? Towards the commitment. Uh-oh, here we go again. Towards this devil. Towards the hermit. Look at all these mages. Towards Wheel of Fortune. The Ace of Staff. So someone is getting ready to get some type of change, some type of change. The illumination of feelings of regret within a family situation. And here's that dog again. Supposed to be little Fido. Yeah. But is it really little Fido? Feelings of regret could be something that the family does not know about, because when you look at the Five of Cups, the head is tilted away from the family. Focusing on or having emotions or logically tuned in to the attachments, that's the Three of Cups, and not focusing on the Two of Cups, which is the bond factors, because someone has laid their Ace of Staff down. That's the journey, new way, new day, new journey. Feeling down. The road is being clear. That's the orange, but you don't see it because your head is bowed in defeat. Or your head is bowed in defeat of love, because the journey in which you partake in was all about defeat as well. So what is going on, whether the family know it or not, right? So here you have the Queen of Swords. Could be a queen of logic, could be a person of logic. And this queen is turning her back on sneaky actions. Now let me talk to you about this Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is not always sneaky actions. It could be about what has occurred in the mental. You understand? Now listen, this is a person, right, who has white and blue on. What is the white? The purification, and the blue is the peace, the calming, the relaxed. They peaceful, right? So the purification of being calm and carrying the Four of Swords upon their mental, right? That's the recovery while they face the heartbreak. The same Three of Swords, same Three of Cups on the ground. See there? Right? So you having the Queen of Swords turning her back on a person who was facing a heartbreak as they get their recovery strategies together, because it also talks about someone who strategizes and plans. So this could be talking about what's going on behind the back of this Queen of Swords, or someone who knows it all, right? So you have a person going towards heartbreak of a commitment, see? As they carry recovery upon their mental, right? So they're going towards this heartbreak. And now they're saying devil towards the person who travels alone. Devil, like no, this could be the no, as you travel alone. They could be telling us that somebody has committed something wrong, right? Because the family is involved. They could also be telling us that this devil, they're telling us that this hermit is traveling alone and the devil is the regret. But this person is it's like it's a block here. They don't want them to go. No, don't go, don't go. And see, when you look at the hermit staff is literally pointing backwards towards this devil, but the hermit is following the light to keep moving forward, right? So what is this hermit going towards? Destiny. See, that's why the hermit keeps traveling forward. So moving past the devil. So when you talk about moving past the devil, who is or what is the devil? Is it the regret of the family, or the regret towards the family? Is it this Queen of Swords? Or is it the sneaky actions or the plan that was created or committed against commitment? See? And when you talk about commitment, who is commitment? Who could commitment be to? A person who thinks they know it all, or the family situation. See, it's a lot going on here. So they're saying devil towards the hermit. No, don't go. Because on the other side of the devil is the commitment. That's why I say maybe somebody's finding their way out now. They're moving forward. And they're telling us that the hermit is going towards what's meant, what's destined, what's fated. And what is fated for this hermit or for this person? The Ace of Staff. See how that go? Now when you look back at the hermit staff, and it points back to that devil. Isn't that staff the same way, basically? They hook the same way, right? Moving forward. Sometimes you have to learn how to move past the blocks. And when they say regret, maybe it's the fact that they hurt that they don't want to leave, but they have to either go find their Two of Cups or face true love or divine love while they let go of the attachments. And the family could be one of these attachments. Because what is the Three of Cups when you look at it in the aspect of attachments? Family, friends, right? Religion, society, people. Anybody who you can listen to. And they affect your emotions. Because see, they're telling us that this person here feels regretful. They laid down, they ate a sword staff here because the family was the block. And then you got this person over here, look, pushing the issue. They could be pushing the issue, focusing on what? Looking at look. See, you know what I mean? So it just depends who really committed the sneaky actions. What was found out about? You know what I mean? Something was found out. But it's changes everywhere because you have too many majors. You have 4 majors back to back. And then at the end, you have the Ace of Swords, right? Now let me show you something else, Gemini. When you put this Queen of Swords sword with this 7 of Swords, doesn't that make the 8 of Swords? This talks about someone being stuck, not being able to move because of the commitment. Now what becomes the block? See how the devil goes towards the commitment? See? So you have to be careful because it could talk about a lot of situations. And when you look at the 7 swords with this Queen of Swords, you have the 8 of Swords. And then what is up under the bottom of the deck? The 8 of Swords, baby. Someone being mentally stuck. Look at these swords, Gemini. Page of Swords. 2 of Swords. Look at these swords. The Magician is here. See? The 9 of Staff is here. Someone wants a way out. 8 of Cups. Look. 8 of Staff. Look. Page of Staff. All for the what? Recovery, baby. Look. When I say it's crucial over here, mentally stuck on receiving mental clarity. Waiting on some news. Somebody's waiting on some news. Don't forget, someone's waiting on communication. See? Someone's waiting on news. About an indecision. By the indecision. What is this indecision? Isn't that this? See how it goes back? The choice. And look at the dog. Okay? About an indecision. Someone is manifesting and creating. When they manifest and they create, listen, surrender to the magic of who you are. Isn't that what it said? Look. Right? Manifesting a new plan. A new plan. Feelings of a new plan. Communication. See all this stuff? Communication. Same thing. News towards recovery. News towards recovery. Now this makes me think that it was a separation, could have been. See what I'm saying? It could have been a breakup. It could have been a divorce. It could have been something. Somebody's waiting on news, and in this state, they are alone and confused. But they are getting ready to receive the news. Gemini, you got a lot going on. A lot. And then they're telling us that somebody was wounded, beat down, manifesting either towards the wounded warrior or the wounded warrior is manifesting a what? Ace of Staff, new journey. Y'all better get with it. So you got the Ace of Staff here. You tell me what you think. You got the Ace of Staff here. Here's another Ace of Staff. Could be out of the commitment. What? Yes. Here's another Ace of Staff. So when I say somebody looking for a way out, I mean that. Here's the Ace of Staff itself. Yeah. So y'all, on top of all these swords. Once again, let me pull all these swords out, because I want to show you that someone is in their head. You have the 4 of swords, Gemini. Look, the 2 of swords. Look at all this mental. Page of swords. 7 of swords. Look at this. Someone is all in their head. 8 of swords. And the Queen of swords. How many swords? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that all? Seemed like it was more than that. 6 swords. 6 swords. 6 swords. So it's about mental with the swords. See? And it's about changes. Because at the end of it all, throughout this whole little reading, 2, 4, 2, 4, 5. Is that it? You got 5 majors. So mental. And then you have 4 staff, right? Because when I first started learning how to read these cards, I learned how to read side messages from according to what you had. So you have 6 mental cards, right? 6 mental cards. 4 actions, see? And 5 majors. Do you see your count? 6 mental, 5 majors, 4 staff. Mental changes, right? That's the majors. Over action, over travel, over journey. So you're getting ready to come into a time in which your mental is getting ready to take over. But you better be paying attention to every type of sign that you can, because it's very important, because you are an air sign. So look for those messages, because they're coming, Gemini. So you are not alone in the world, even though you may think it. Get out of your head and do what you need to do for you, okay? So until I see you guys next time, work it out, figure it out, and it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Just don't get in your own way.